Hey guys, Mommy Finding Fit here. I wanted to start like a new series where I do weigh-ins and stuff. And so this is going to be the first in that series. And I don't know if I want to do them like once a week or if I want to do them, once a month. So, let me know what you guys think down below. But I wanted to start, I guess, like following my weight loss journey on camera and everything, and just kind of like chronicling, almost like a diary, like of what I was feeling and how I was losing weight and stuff like that, and share with you guys just my journey and stuff. And so I thought this morning I would sit down and just kind of do a chit chat, and I got my protein shake, so I thought I would sit down and have breakfast with you guys and just talk about like this last week and um, how things have gone and stuff in the last like week or two. So far I'm down like 70 pounds overall. And if I can figure out how to do it, I will post a like a progress picture from the last few weeks. Um, if I can get my software to do that. So I'll post I'll impose like a picture of my progress and stuff over the video. But I wanted, this last 2 weeks has not been good. Like, I'll just go ahead and admit it and get it out of the way. I've gained about 10 pounds back. And I mean, it's not something I'm happy about. I'm not happy with myself over it, but it is what it is. So, like, I can either sit around and wallow in it, or I can pick myself back up and just get on with the whole thing. And about when I got to 224 pounds back at like Easter, I had a period of time where I fell off the wagon for a few weeks and kind of went through this same thing. And so I keep referring back to that, like, okay, keep a level head because it's happened before. And you pulled yourself up by your bootstraps, and now you're down another, what is that, like 30 something pounds, since then. And so I'm trying to like not wallow in it, but um I was doing so good too. I'm aggravated with myself, but then like the last couple weeks has just been real emotional because um I deal with depression off and on and anxiety and stuff anyway. But 3 years ago, Ken and I lost our youngest child. Um, we lost him in pregnancy, and September 20th is the anniversary of when his due date was. Um, and so, like, it was the third anniversary of that. And, like, I just wasn't, I think I wasn't mentally prepared for it because, like, Easter is a hard holiday for me, Christmas is a hard holiday. Um, and I struggle with those. But like I don't remember last year being as emotional for his due date as this one was. And so it really caught me off guard. You know, just the days prior to his due date, and then like the days after, um just like how hard the depression was and what it felt like, and just my anxiety level and stuff surrounding that day. And I'm an emotional eater. I don't eat because I'm hungry. um I'm more of an emotional eater, and for like the last couple weeks all I have wanted to do was just sit around and eat my feelings, and I did. um I allowed myself to do that, and I'm not using this as an excuse. I don't want it to come across that like I'm using, Micah's due date as an excuse for why I fell off the wagon. But, it does play into it. Like our emotions play into our diet, our emotions play into, our success and stuff. And I mean, I could sit here and I could lie and I could come on and I could not tell you guys the truth, but I want to be real because, in every weight loss journey, we have things that we have to deal with, like you have sickness, you have the loss of a loved one, you have all these things that happen. No weight loss journey is perfect. And like, I feel like if I just come on here and I'm always positive and I'm always telling you the good parts, I'm always telling you about the losses, that like that doesn't benefit anybody because it gives, or at least for me anyway, when that's all I see on someone's journey, it's discouraging because I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Like I must be doing something wrong if I'm struggling because this person has lost 100 pounds and they've never struggled. And so, I mean, it's just not real. I mean, it's not real. We struggle. Um, there are people, watching this that may have lost a parent or may have lost a child, or they're going through anxiety, they're going through depression. And I guess I just want you to know that, like, I go through those times too. I'm down 70 pounds. I was down close to 80 until this 10, that I've gained back. And so, I mean, I'm going to tell you, like, sometimes it's just been a real struggle. There are times that I fall back, I fall off the wagon and I do not want to get back on. But it's like my husband looked at me this week because I hadn't been working out. I think I've worked out like once in the last couple weeks or the last week or so. And, Ken just said, I don't want to see you throw away everything you've worked so hard for because you've worked so hard to get here. And like, he's right. It's so discouraging because it's like I've worked so hard. But then like I had to do this pep talk with myself and just say, you gained 10 back, but that 10 is nothing compared to the 70 that you've already lost. And so, it's so stinking hard to climb back on, y'all. It is so hard to get back up on the wagon. And like, I know I have to detox my body because like the thing I've been craving is carbs. Oh, like, am I the only one? Like, I just crave carbs when I'm emotional. Like, bad craving. Mm. This is Thrive apple pie shake, a cup of Greek yogurt, and then flaxseed. Um, so like right now, my focus is detoxing, getting all the sugar and stuff out of my system, getting my cravings back under control, and just getting back up on the wagon. And, I do finally feel better today. Um, I feel more like myself today because the last couple of weeks has just been brutal. I haven't felt like me. I've just been sad. And like I said, my anxiety was really going crazy. And I just haven't felt like me for a couple of weeks. And, so now just trying to pull myself back up out of that and out of this funk. And, because like I still have 5 kids that live at home. We have 6 living children. We still have 5 that live at home. And like they deserve me at my best. And I know like Micah would not I'm sorry, I want to get emotional, but I know that this is not what he would want. He would not want me um sitting around like unable to function. I'm sorry guys, I didn't want to cry, but like I know that my child would not want me to sit around and not be able to function. I was completely unprepared for his due date this year. I've never had it hit me this hard after the first year. But it's so hard because, like, when we lost him, we found out we lost him in February. And I remember our bereavement doula telling me, the first year is your hardest. But like, I really thought that first year started the day that I found out that we had lost him, but it didn't. Like, my real, the first few months were hard, but like his due date started a year of his first that we were missing. So like, it started the year of like his first Christmas and his first Easter and his first steps and like all the things, that you're missing out on. And like I said, I just wasn't prepared for this year. Not that not that you ever get over a loss. I'll never be over losing him. I'll miss him every day of my life. But you do learn how to have joy again. You learn how to have peace again. And it takes a while. But, you do eventually learn to allow joy back in. Because our loved ones would not want us making our life a mausoleum. They wouldn't. They would want us to get on with life and to find joy again and be happy again. And I know that. And so, like, today is like the first day that I've really felt more like me again. And I'm gonna do a whole like video on grief. I don't want that to be the only thing this is about, but I guess I just wanted to be real with you guys and just say, if you're going through stuff, a weight loss journey is just that. It's a journey. And sometimes we have steps back, and sometimes we have times that are not fun. And sometimes we miss people, and like, it's not all happy. It's not all roses. It's not all losses on the scale. It's not. And sometimes it just sucks. And sometimes you feel like you're going through some of the hardest battles of your life. And at the same time, you're trying so hard to hold on. And it's, when you're grieving and when you're going through financial issues or marital issues or whatever you may be going through at this time, it's almost like there are times where the last thing you feel like focusing on is your food, because that's just one more stress. It's one more thing that you have to think about and deal with. And I just want you guys to know that, like, I go through it too. And whether people admit it or not, whether they only show you the happy or not, everybody's going through something, So don't ever feel like a failure. If you fall off of the wagon this week, or, if you have a week where you gain, don't feel like a failure. You're human. We're all human. And regardless of what people tell you, everybody is going through it. Everybody's going through something. Nobody ever loses, 30 pounds or 50 pounds or 100 pounds without trials, And like I said, I don't want to only show you guys the good, because I know those videos make me feel like a failure. It makes me feel like if I can't pull it together, or I have a week where I gain, then, why can this person over here lose 100 pounds and never lose hope and never get discouraged, but I can't? Because the truth is, we all have those times. We all have those times. And it's always good to know you're not alone. And I want you to know you're not alone in this journey. Because, like, the last couple weeks have been really hard, But I'm getting it back together. Today I'm starting my detox. I'm not going to allow myself to give up on the 70 pounds that, that I've already lost. Because, I mean, like, what does that say? Like, I want to live a life that my child can be proud of, you know. I want to live a life that Micah could look at and say, you know, that's my mom and I'm proud of her. And I want all my kids to be able to say that. And if I spend the rest of my life not living because I'm grieving, that's not respecting his memory. That's not showing him, you know, that's not honoring him. The best way that I can honor him is to live the best life. You know, I want to wake up every day and just be fierce in the way I live life. You know, because like at the end of my life, when I finally get to see him again, and I do believe that through Christ I will get to see him again, I want him to be able to look at me and say, I'm proud of you, Mom. You know, I'm proud of how you lived. And if I just sit around and grieve all the time, I can't live that life. I can't be that mom for him or our other kids, you know. And so, like, today is day one of just climbing back onto the wagon and just pulling myself up by the bootstraps. And it's not fun, but, you know, I have to do it, you know. I have to do it for me, for my kids, you know, for Micah, for his memory, to honor him and to be that mom and to have that life that he could be proud of me. But you know, I'm sorry I got all teary. But I mean, this is just what I'm going through right now. It's what my last couple of weeks have been. And you know, if you watch my videos and you get nothing else, at least I want to be able to encourage you, and I want to be able to let another person out there, whatever you're going through, just know you're not alone. You're not alone. And one of our struggles is no more valid than the other, because hurt hurts. You know, stress is stressful and pain is pain. Whether it's, you know, you've lost a child or you've lost a loved one, or you're going through, you know, like a natural disaster. Like, we have so many people going through that right now. If it's marital problems, whatever you're going through today, don't trivialize it, because, you know, pain hurts and your struggles are real. But please know you're not alone. And please be encouraged today that, you know, this too shall pass. And one of my favorite verses, it's in Psalm, and I don't want to misquote the number and chapter and everything, but it's that he's near to the brokenhearted and he binds up those, or he's near to the brokenhearted and he heals those who are crushed in spirit. And so if you're struggling today, if you're going through something hard, you know, I don't know what your beliefs are, but I believe in Christ and I follow Christ, and I believe he's my personal Lord and Savior. And I know that I have hope through him. And so I can't imagine like living without that comfort, but that verse gives me comfort. So whatever, you know, if you're hearing this and whatever you're going through, you know, that's one of my favorite verses, and I hope it can bring you comfort. And I'll try to put in my description, remember to put like the verse and stuff if you want to look it up, but it's in Psalms. And if you're going through trials, I would recommend that book of the Bible is Psalms, because it has been so much comfort to me going through a lot of this stuff. And so, you know, this is getting pretty long, and yeah, I did not mean to like get on here and cry and stuff, but like I said, this is just real. This is what's going on. This is what my life has been for the last couple weeks. So, you know, I'm getting back on track today. I'm starting over. I'm starting on a fresh foot. If, you know, if you guys are going through something similar, if you've fallen off the wagon, make today your day one. make today the day that we start over, and we'll do this together. You know, maybe I will start doing this once a week. Hopefully I won't cry the whole time. I'm going to do it again. But maybe I'll make this a every week series, because I know I'm not the only one. And I just want to support you guys. And I want to encourage someone today. And I just want to send you love and hugs, and just to know that you're not alone. You're not alone. And that we can get through this together. So, you know, if you're going through something, you know, comment below. You know, let's share together. There's strength in numbers, and there's comfort in numbers. You know, so whatever your struggle is, you know, just know that I love you, and I appreciate you, and I thank you so much for being here and sharing in my journey with me in our everyday life. And thank you so much just for being here. Because it does do my heart good. I do love to see your comments and get messages and stuff. And I just hope that my channel can be one that brings encouragement to you. And you know, I want to leave this world a better place. Um, and I want to be here to encourage you guys. So please like this video. Give me any suggestions that you would have in the comments below. If you'd like to see weigh-ins each week and just honest talk about, you know, weight loss and what's going on and in life and stuff. And like I said, share your stories below. Share your weight loss or your struggles, or you know, your good times. Share them below, and let's just be here as a community for each other. You know, don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed. And not all my videos are sad. Like, if this is your first time here, like, they're not all, you know, me crying or whatever. But thank you guys so much, and be blessed today. And I hope that you find peace in whatever storm you may be going through, and whatever season of life that you're in. But you guys be blessed. Take care, and I will see you next time. Bye.